Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to our weekly catch-up live stream at FTUK. It's Friday, the 26th of July. How has your trading week been? Hopefully better than mine. I did not have a good week in the markets this week at all. And I'm not happy about it. But hey, that's the way that things go. Even when you've been trading a long time, still get things wrong. And risk management, it really is the key to all of these things. So, you know, it can be difficult at times. It can be challenging. But nevertheless, I hope you've had a good week in the markets. There is an awful lot going on at FTUK. We've got our launch coming up. We're going to be talking about quite a few different things today. We're going to be discussing our new instant funding account. We've talked about the one-step and obviously the two-step. I want to talk about the instant funding account before we start launching everything in August. We've started to do some trader interviews as well. I've got a fascinating highlight section of an interview that we're going to put onto the YouTube channel later next week when it's all edited together and sort of like tidied up. But yeah, you're going to want to see this. This is really, really good. This guy is really interesting. I'm not going to go into detail now, but we will play the highlights from that for you. And then I want to talk about a couple of new things that will be happening at FTUK. This is literally stuff that's happened in the last week, and that is we're going to be introducing new free trials for everybody if you want to get involved in having a play around with the platform. And also we're going to start running a massive monthly competition with a huge amount of prizes to give away. So yeah, there's an awful lot going on. Yes, please do stick around with FTUK. And one of the ways that you can do that is obviously getting involved in our Discord. Just scan that QR code at the top of the screen and you can get over to the Discord join in. And there's a new bit of innovation coming to our Discord quite soon in the next few weeks, which is going to sort of give people some extra bits of offers and stuff as they join. So it's well worth subscribing to the YouTube channel. That's all I'm going to say at this stage. So please do that. All of our Discord team work incredibly hard to make sure that everything runs smoothly. But let's start talking about our new instant funding account. Obviously, everything is changing here at FTUK. You can see all the details there. In August, we're launching our new website. And we talked about the one-step and we talked about the two-step. And this is the final bit of the chain. This is our new instant funding model. This is the scaling that's attached to that. We're restructuring our account sizes, and you can see it all here. So we're going to be working with account sizes of 10,000, 25,000, 50,000, and then also 100,000. The key stuff you're going to want to know, this is the really big change, is the way that the leverage works and the way that the profit share works. These are now dynamic. They ramp the further that you go up. And the reason for that is very deliberate. It's to try and hold more and more people in those level ones and level twos. Because obviously when people get payouts, we get payout as well. So we want to try and encourage people to stay with us longer and then receive, and then hopefully then they stand a better chance of being more consistent in those earlier levels, and then you can get more consistent traders further up the chain. So that's why the leverage is now starting to scale the way it is, and the profit share then incentivizes people to stay with us too. You'll notice that we're keeping the quarter balance starting point. This is a super important point, and it's something that we've put in more detail about the website. The reason why is, in fact, we've actually got it here. Excuse me, on the basic rules. There's more stuff on the website about all of this, but this is just the highlights of that. That quarter starting point on the balance is really important to understand because it can be very confusing. So people will get the 10K account and then they don't understand why they've just been given 2,500. And the reason is very, very simple. It's because of the amount of risk involved, because anybody can walk in off the street and they can open an account. And it's an instant funding account, so they can start earning basically right from the very beginning of their trading journey with us. But are they good at managing risk? I don't know. Are they? So we don't know. So we have to have something that just softens that a little bit. The other point about that is that the way that you can do that is that you can get the traders to also pay for some of the downside risk as well. Now, on a $10,000 account, that basically gives us a $600 window of drawdown, which means that we're going to be asking the traders to contribute a large portion to that. So you could argue that the 10K would actually need to have a price point of around about around about $600. That's quite high. So one thing that we can do is just on-ramp people a little bit more gradually, reduce the starting point for the account, give them a cheaper entry point where there's not as much risk involved, and then obviously if they're good at trading, away they go, and there's no evaluation, there's no assessment, so it's not a step as such, it's more of a ramp into the fully funded account, and that's the way that's going to work. It works well at the moment. We've just put a bit more clarity around it on the new website, which is obviously coming in August. Now, you can see the breakdown of the rules there in front of you. Excuse me. I just need to cough. We're going to introduce a minimum 3-day window for the actual account itself. So you will have to trade for a minimum of 3 days. There's no time limit on any of the accounts at FTUK. And the drawdown that we have on the instant funding is going to remain a static drawdown. It's not going to be a trailing drawdown. And there's no daily drawdown limit on this in the same way that there is on the 1-step and the 2-step. So that is good to know. The scaling target is the same as it's always been, 10%. And the profit split, that is the thing that's going to be more dynamic. It's going to ramp up the further that you get into your journey with us, the more levels that you actually increase into. And also just bear in mind that we're moving to a bi-weekly payout structure. If you want payouts every week, you can do with it, and that is purchasable by the use of an add-on. And then we've got leverage up to 50 to 1. And the other big change here is that you're not going to be able to do any news trading on the instant funding account. Really just to sort of like try and promote more consistency from strategic traders rather than people who just, go into a non-farm payroll and just chuck it all on gold. That's not something that we want to encourage, and it's not something that's good in an instant funding plan. So that is a breakdown of the instant funding model. It's going to be good. I think that they are going to be popular. I think we do instant funding particularly well at FTUK. We've done it for a long time now, and we are certainly one of the leaders of instant funding. So we know roughly how to manage the risk versus put a product out there that is good for everybody. So it's definitely going to be worth considering if you are the kind of trader that doesn't want to go through a 1-step or a 2-step evaluation. Also as well, if you do want to pre-order these before we launch them in August, then all you need to do is head over to the website and speak to one of our live customer agents, and they will be able to give you all of the information that you need. They'll send you to a special page, and you can then read through it and then pick the account that you want, and away you go. It's good stuff. Okay, right. Now, we have not done one of these before. We are starting something new, and we are speaking to as many people in our community as possible, people that are really good at trading, people that have been doing it a while, people that have been on a very difficult journey and have managed to sort of find their way out of a problem situation. And I managed to speak to a guy who's just become funded last week. He's a fascinating guy. I'm not going to reveal his name, but he lives in the United States. He has a full-time job already. So everything that people question when it comes to prop trading, as in, is it possible to do this? Is it possible to do this? The answer is yes. So this is a guy who's gone from an evaluation of a 90k account from a level 1, and he's passed the account in jaw-dropping style. His equity curve is absolutely perfect, really beautiful, and he's now fully funded. He gave me a full interview during the course of the week. We're going to edit all of that together for next week and stick it on the YouTube channel. So please like, comment, and subscribe. That's what they always say on YouTube, and get involved in our YouTube channel, and you'll see that will be posted at some point during the week. So what we've done is we've put I put the front section of the interview together this morning so that you can at least have a bit of a taster of who he is and his journey. But it definitely is well worth looking at the YouTube channel during the week. Have a quick look at this highlight. Your journey with us has been particularly impressive, so I just wanted to ask you a few questions about that, because I'm fascinated to know about how you've been working and how you've been trading. And you've passed this level 1. It's a 90k DX trade evaluation account. You're now funded into level 2 with the full 90k, and you've done it in 45 trades. That's really, really impressive. Just talk me a little bit about the problems that you had before you started this account, and then what led into actually sort of like managing to carve this account into such an impressive equity curve.
Previously, I was trying different strategies and trying to figure out the margins and the leverages with my previous account. But with this one, I took a more swing approach. So I'm kind of like um I would hold, like, for these trades are more long-term swing trades, trying to trying to say, look, I'm not really trying to get in and out. I want to make sure I um identify the trend, let the trend do its thing, and kind of that's really about it. The only thing was the gold trades. I tend to be in and out when I see a trend. But for the most part, that's really all I've done. As I've kind of identified a particular strategy that I really like, and all it really is I just have EMAs on, and different other indicators I use on TradingView.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's pretty much it. It's pretty much my approach was to follow the trend on when I identified the trend on a particular pair,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of set my trade to a 1-4 ratio.
Okay.
Kind of just hold it.
I mean, it's a very interesting equity curve. I'm just looking at your equity curve right now, and it is particularly impressive the way that you've managed to. I think your actual drawdown on the account from the start, when you started it at the 12th of May, it was the most you were drawn down was I think just over 2%. Which is phenomenal, really, to hold it like that and then recover from that, because I think that the lowest point was at the end of May, the 29th of May, and then from there you then sort of picked up the trend. You managed to then row in and out of the trades, and you just gracefully, just like a plane gliding up to the target. It's really there's very little variation in the scope of that equity.
But like I said, I don't trade a lot though.
Yeah.
I don't trade I don't trade every day with this strategy either.
I mean, it's definitely a question like less is more, isn't it? In that sense.
Yes, less is more. I don't take a lot of trades with this strategy. I just make sure I really try to identify a strong trend. And then I set my risk reward to like a 1-4, and I enter the trade. And then I set my trade manager to just let the trade run its course, and I kind of wait till I get to a 1-2 before I actually take profit.
Okay.
And then I just kind of just go from there.
Yeah. What's listening to that back? What really made me remember from the interview just how disciplined and calm this guy is. He's when you go through those hard knocks, and he's like most people that have been doing this a while, you go through a really difficult journey, and to be able to develop that resilience is so important. And this particular trader has done a remarkable job of going through the losing streaks, but maintaining that inner discipline. So we talked a little bit about strategy, and he has a very simple strategy, and he's actually, it will be worth watching the full interview, because simple and easy is always the best route. You've just got to be really rigid with your discipline in following it, and he's done a very good job of that. So as I said, we'll put all of the interviews together over the course of the next few days into the weekend, and then we'll get it onto the YouTube channel next week, so it's there for everybody to watch. Okay, right. Couple of things that I want to just hint at. This is new information, only been done in the last couple of days, and it needs some fleshing out. There's some more detail to be put around these two things, but we're going to be making, aside from all the new accounts, aside from the new website, into August and into September, to get everybody prepped for the run into the end of the year, we're going to be launching 2 new concepts. The first thing is we're going to start doing free trials of the DX trading platform, and this is not something that we've done done a great deal of in the past here at FTUK, but it's something that allows people to get involved. It allows people to experiment if they don't want to actually put some money up front and actually jump straight into an evaluation. Why not have a go and see how you fare before you even get involved in paying, getting the credit card out and actually paying for anything? You're going to be able to do that on the DX Trade platform, which is a great bit of kit that we have, one of the platforms that we have on offer at FTUK. Now, there's a couple of things around this that there's more detail to come in the next week or so, which obviously we will put in emails as and when we're able to sort of like get that detail out there. People are going to be limited to one a month, so you can't just keep just churning and churning and churning. We're not going to be able to do that. But everyone's going to be able to access one of these at least once a month, and they're going to only work for a duration of 14 days. So there's going to be a limitation on the amount of time that you've got to actually run the trial account. But that's enough to give you a taster. And then in the meantime, if you've got any questions, you can always email in. You can speak to one of our guys on customer support or the guys on Discord and talk about your experience. And if there's any questions that you've got, then obviously we are here to help. And there'll be offers attached to all of this stuff as well. So it's a really, really good chance to get involved if you're not quite certain if you want to actually pay for something straight away. And that's going to be coming very soon in the next few weeks. The final thing as well, and this is good, we are going to start running a big monthly competition for everybody in the community. There's literally hundreds of prizes that we will be giving away every single month. This is going to be really good. I can't give you the specifics on the actual top prize, but it's going to be very, it's certainly worth doing, that's for sure. So this is in conjunction with the free trials as well. You'll be this will be, I think we're doing it in conjunction with DX Trade as well. So what you'll be able to do is download the platform, start trading, off you go, and then however the parameters are defined, we will be picking the winner at the end of the trading period. However that is, it still needs some detail, but this is just the broad strokes at the moment. There's going to be some big cash prizes up for grabs for the top guys that are winning, and then also we're going to start giving prizes away in terms of computer setups, trading setups. So if you quite fancy getting a nice monitor display for your trading setup at home, it's worth having a go because you stand a chance of winning one. There's going to be some free accounts given away as well as part of the DX Trade platform too. And then for pretty much everybody else that enters, you're going to be getting really decent quality discount vouchers. So yeah, it's really, really good. It's going to be run through our Discord and through our website as well. More information will be coming on this in the next few days, in the next couple of weeks. But this is just for full transparency. This is the new stuff that we will be getting out there very soon. So please do keep your eyes peeled. It should be good. Gosh, quite a lot of information in all of that. So thank you very much for joining us, and I hope you've had a good trading week and have a great weekend. And we will see you all next Friday.